Hello, in this video I'm going to go over one of the most incredible and useful add-ons that we have available to us in the game. And I have not done a video on this yet because I kind of for a while just assumed that everybody knew about it, used it, and whatnot. And then I got to thinking, well, what if there is somebody out there that might benefit from a video, or maybe if there's some intricate thing that you can do with this add-on that I could display that might be helpful. So I figured I would go ahead and cover the add-on just in case I can show something that maybe people are not aware of. And the add-on that I'm going to go over today is the crafting add-on, the Lazy Writ Crafter. Pull it up here in just a second here, and it is officially called Dolgubon's Lazy Writ Crafter. Now, why has a lot of different things that I use all the time. This is a very, very, very awesome add-on, and so let's go over some of the features here that you can configure. You can go into the add-ons menu here and come down to Lazy Writ Crafter. This is where you can do all of your adjustments here. Um, this switch right here is if you want to have specific settings for a certain character, then you want to flip this on. If you leave it in the off position, anything that you do in this menu will be account wide. So if you want to do everything the same way on your character, leave this off. Just don't touch it, and you should be good. So in the main settings, you're going to have the auto craft. So basically, if you pick up crafting missions or anything like that, when you walk up to a table, it will automatically craft what you need for you. If there's any stealing areas around here, it'll protect you from stealing and creating a bounty. This will automatically withdraw things from your bank if you need them. And then this will hide the announcement from your screen so that it's less busy on your screen. There's also a reminder that you can have flag, like if you're saying, if you're playing late at night or early in the morning, depending on where you are in the world, whenever the turnover is, you can set a reminder to flag you at up to, I think it goes quite a bit here. We'll see where it stops. There's the reset reminder there that shows you. So 300 minutes is the um, furthest out that you can do, and then all the way down to 1 minute or 0 if you want it that tight. But I usually just turn it on to 60 minutes. That way, if I'm happen to be up late and I want to do my writs for that day and I haven't done them, then I can get a reminder that flags just like you saw on the screen there. If you want the add-on to be able to do master writs for you, you can turn this on here. And then if you want it to auto loot anniversary boxes or Zenithar boxes, you can also turn this on. Auto looting is awesome when you get done with your writs. That's something you can do. You can automatically log the dialogue for you. This is nice here. You can automatically have the banker despawn if you want. This is something that I turn off because sometimes the selections that you have for your banker doesn't automatically deposit everything available that I want to put in the bank. For example, sometimes I have more funds on my character than I earned from the daily writs, and I like to keep all of my gold in the bank. That way, regardless of what character I'm on, if I need gold, it's there. I don't need to go chasing, a million gold on this character. If I forgot to put it back in my bank, whatnot, I like to keep it on my banker. So that's something I like to turn off. This is another thing. It'll exit and despawn the banker when you're doing. This is for withdrawals. This is for deposits. Sorry, they're two different things there. If you need to get into your banker, it'll do that. It automatically exits your crafting window when you're done building everything. You can either leave them in the station and manually back out, or you can turn it on. This is an auto loot function for your rewards coffers from your daily loot. You can either copy what is in the gameplay or do an auto loot or just never auto loot. I like to have it auto loot because then it automatically pulls everything out for you. If you've got a new item from the writs, that maybe a recipe that you don't know, then you can have them save that for your character so you can learn recipes. That way it doesn't sell them or put them in a bank or something like that. You can save master writs. It prevents you from accepting them by accident. Um, in case you are thumbing through your inventory and you accidentally hit a master writ, this will save you from accepting it. Valuable rewards alert. It'll tell you if you got gold mats from your doing your writs. There's all kinds of different settings in here. I'm probably not going to be able to cover everything, but there are awesome things here. You can change where your status bar is when you pick up the mission, turning on and off the crafting. Uh, if you don't want to use a writ that requires mud crab chitin, you can turn it off. That way it won't craft it and you burn through your materials. Um, but you can also automatically tell it to deconstruct intricate items when you pull out your rag picker. I really wish there would be a sell button here for ornate. That would be nice. I do actually have a separate add-on for this that actually sells ornate stuff automatically. Um, maybe I'll cover that really briefly towards the end of the video. Um, automatically deposit your surveys. Uh, this is for if you don't have ESO Plus, you'd have to uh, deposit your crafting materials. Deposit repair kits. Again, do nothing with destroy junk or deposit. I sell my Sigic fragments, so I don't want to do anything with those. Empty soul gems. Again, there's no option to sell here, so uh, deconning glyphs and deposit gold. So those are the options that you can run here. But really quickly, I'll show you exactly how quick this is. Pick up the missions and it auto pulls it right there. And if you look at just below where my Magicka bar is, you can see it tells you how many items I have in my bag and out of the total capacity. And then it's got the green lettering there that stands for blacksmithing, clothing, woodworking, jewelry, alchemy, enchantment, and provisioning. So if those are all green, that means you already have the stuff in your inventory and you can walk over to your where you turn in your missions and you can just turn them in, and as you can see it completes this. You do have to hit X when you walk up to it, but after that you don't have to hit anything. It automatically turns it in. It automatically finalizes it, and you can see while it's going through, it's logging all of this stuff in your log, so you can see that. It's going through and opening all the coffers for me. So I like to park my guy right over where you pick up your missions and then give it just a second to go through all of your coffers that you've got to make sure that you don't have anything else here to open up. And we've got 2 surveys and a master writ here from the writs that I just did. So just to keep track, we've got 155 items in my inventory now. So I always start with my rag picker. And as soon as I pull out the rag picker, I hit the deconstruct. And as you can see, it's automatically deconning it. I'm not pressing any buttons right now. And now I'm down by 3 items. And there are no other items in my inventory that I want to decon. These are ornate. So I'm going to pull out my bird and I'll cover this add-on really quickly. It is called AutoSell Junk. I believe that is the official add-on name when you highlight the add-ons here, but just a small, quick tangent. Um, Perhaps it is under repairs right now. Oh, there it is. ABBA's Appraiser AutoSell junk. That's what it's called there. If you want to download this one will automatically sell a lot of the stuff to your vendor, so it will pick up the slack on where the Writ crafting one does not, so that when you pull up your, again, we'll just verify before we go into the bank, the bird here to sell. I have 152 items, and the reason I'm showing that right now is because this sells it so fast you won't even see it happen. It's just instantaneously. So once again, I have 152 items in my inventory. I go into the menu, and all of a sudden, it's that quick. I lost the ornate out of my inventory. It's been sold. I like to sell the recipes to my bird as well, keeping my inventory as low as I can. As you can see, I have a lot of pre-crafted stuff. That's one thing I didn't cover. I'll show that as well here in just a second. You pull out your banker, go into the bank, and it will deposit the gold that you made. So extra gold on the guy I had to get rid of there. And it also deposited those reward surveys and master writ that I got. So one really quick thing to show in the add-on. You can keep track of your stats here. You can go into this menu here and it will show how many gold mats you've gotten, how many writs you've done, basically your statistics on how well you're doing with all of that stuff. And you can read all kinds of different details here, how much gold you've made, uh, all of that kind of thing. If you want to get out of this menu, you just hit the touchpad button on PlayStation or whatever it is for your other functions. But once you've deposited all the stuff that you want to deposit, then another feature I'm going to show really quickly, you can go into your bank and we'll get down to the master writs. We'll just do, I'll pull out an alchemy writ or two here. Okay, so now we pulled 3 of those out. And we'll just put the main unknown box back in the bank. And so all I have to do is I go into the slottable area where it's in supplies, sorry. Haven't done this for a while. So you can hit the triangle, the action button, whatever function that is on your platform. And then you go right down here to craft writ. And that's all you have to do. You can go to all of these right here, craft writ. And this is all part of the lazy writ crafter. So you just come in here and walk up to the station. And as you can see on the right hand side of the screen there, it is making the master writs for me. So now I have to go turn these in. So, but first off, you still have to accept them manually. You do have to do that. So keep that in mind. So we'll just take this to Wayrest. And this is actually one of the things that I did to show how to power level things really quickly and get a lot of XP. You can gain a lot of XP really quickly if you know how to make certain things on your character. Alchemy is really easy to power level and work with, and also enchantment is another one. But you can do this with a lot of different characters if you're trying to power level a weapon skill line or something like that, or just even get your a new character to CP. Then you can do this on a low level character with enchantment really quickly and really early. It works really well. I recommend doing this especially during double XP events, but this is an awesome add-on. And you come over here and you just turn it in. Let's get some XP on a skill line right now. What the heck? We'll buy a couple of dual wield skills here, pump up this dual wield skill line. We'll buy a couple of resto staff skills. So right now I'm at a level 8 and a level 14. Just for shits and giggles. Just double check and see if I have any character bound XP scrolls. I don't, so I'll just go in here, turn it in, boom, it automatically turns it in for me. And as you can see, I got some levels here. Come in here and we'll accept the next master writ and we'll turn that in as well. And while you're doing this, if you're trying to get a specific progression on certain things, like if you want to perhaps maybe get that leveled up, or like this here's already been power leveled, and this one as well. You do rending strikes there. And then we can go in again and accept the last and then turn it in. And then there we go. As you can see, quite a bit of jump in those skill lines there that quickly. And so that is another feature of the add-on. And one more thing before I go, if you have hirelings, this can also set up to auto pull your hireling mail. All you have to do is go into the menu like this and it will automatically pull it out and delete it. And then it makes that much more quicker to complete your daily activities for crafting and all of that. But I'm going to end the video there. I just wanted to show a couple of different things that are really helpful with this add-on. The Lazy Writ Crafter is a very powerful tool. You can set up a lot of different configurations to automate your process. This will speed up your daily writs if you do that sort of thing, especially on a large amount of characters. This will speed up how fast you are able to get that done very, very quickly. And as I said, you can configure all kinds of things here and complete your writs very quickly. So that's a very beneficial add-on here. It's very helpful, and it really does speed up things, and you can make a lot of money. If you've got, for example, if you've got 20 characters like I do, if you do your writs every day, that's 100,000 gold every day. So give that a thought. If it's something you've got a lot of characters on your account, and that can be something that you can automate really quickly. One quick thing I forgot to mention with this, you can actually tell it to create multiple days for you. So if you've got a lot of inventory on an alternate character, a lot of room available, then you can, for example, craft up to 8 days. You're really going to need a lot of room to do that, so I wouldn't recommend that. But you can do, for example, every two rounds, or I should say 2 cycles. This is cycles. So you can set up your cycles to where you can craft. Maybe you only want to do crafting maybe once a week or so. You can set it up to where it will craft enough material to do that once a week, so that all you have to do is run over to the tables once a week. So that's another feature that you could put on there. So keep that in mind. But I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. If you thought this was helpful, please check out my YouTube channel. I have over 200 videos on the Elder Scrolls Online with a wide variety of subjects. I've got organized playlists on my YouTube channel. If you go to my channel and go down to my created playlists, those are all labeled and organized. I will put my crafting playlist in the description for this video. So if you are into looking at add-ons, or I'll put a crafting playlist in there too. If that is something that you're interested in, I'll put a link in the description for those. Check out all my playlists and see if there's anything interesting. And thank you again for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and turn on your notification bell. That way you get notified when I make another video. Thank you again and have a great day. Bye.